The league is changed. I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. The year is 2020. Much there once was is lost, and many new IR spots filled with COVID. It began with the forging of the Stalis Chalice. 3 chips, each set with a single win, are received by the High Elves, Palette, Devo, and Jimmy. 2 to the Carpenter Lords, Shane and Adam, great builders and craftsmen of the kitchen halls. And 3 chips were gifted to Dave, Craig, and Fossick, who above all else desire power. For within these chips is bound the strength and will to run the kitchen. But they were all of them deceived. For none had held 2 chips under one belt. So another chip was made, in the pot of the kitchen, in the fires of Oven Doom. Cruz, Colburn, Chad, and COVID Goodell himself forged in secret 4 teams to defeat all others. And into these teams they poured points for, points less against, and the will to dominate the league. One by one, each team had won a chip, and it was thought by some that they would be the ones to have 2 chips before everyone had one. But the great prophecy begged otherwise, and the 4 resisted. The prophecy must be fulfilled.
Hi, and welcome to Clown News 12. I'm John, and this year we'll be hosting our show virtually because of COVID. My co-host Bob's here with me. He's at home as well, and it's frankly just been a shitty year. Haven't been able to fuck as many bitches, haven't been able to go to the store and buy toilet paper. I can't even wipe my ass these days. Don't you know what I'm saying, Bob? You're damn right about that, John. Wiping an ass, that's something I like to do too, and not being able to get toilet paper, frankly, sucks ass. Alright, well, let's go over the standings in the kitchen. Currently, in Northwest Dallas, looks like jonesing for the chip at 5-2 is, he's being followed up by Charbonnet. He's 3-4, Chad needs to get a win, and soon, and that's for the prophecy. The prophecy does say that, well, Bob, we don't want another team to have 2 chips under one belt. That's the prophecy, basically. It's not, don't let 2 people win, well, not 2 people, but, 1 person win twice. Duh. This COVID's got me all fucked up. I got you, John. Yeah, that prophecy, it certainly is something this year. We'll see how it plays out. I don't know. Few people might win twice, but I think it'll happen in a different year. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that 2 of the teams that are actually part of the prophecy are going to end up playing each other this week. Yeah, there's no lie about that, Bob. The Grandma Dykes really do need to win, and that'll be our marquee matchup that we look at this week. It's going to be Grandma Dykes versus COVID Goodell. That's a big matchup because both are fighting to gain standings in not only their own division, which, if we look at West Dallas, it's tied 2 now. It's 3-4 and 3-4 with Satisfaction Jackson. Dave also trying to make his way into the top of that division and secure a playoff spot. Yeah, you're not fucking wrong about that, John. Let's get into this week's matchups right away then. First off, we've got Fossick versus Chad. I know that they usually say dads are bad, which that adage is true, but you mix in a bit of prophecy and things might be different. I'm going to go with Chad on this one. John, I just really think that the prophecy holds true, and for that to be true, Chad needs to win. You're right there, Bob. Dads are bad. And Cruz is a dad as well in this next matchup versus Craig. I still think, though, that the prophecy begs that Cruz gets a win here, and really, my money's on him pulling through. Craig got a pretty good team, but my pick this week for Craig versus Cruz has got to be Cruz. Yeah, I could see that happening with Cruz. Antonio Cruz, he hasn't made the playoffs in a while, John. But, well, I guess he's actually never made the playoffs, come to think of it, even during COVID. So, he's still part of the prophecy, though, and don't count him out. Anyways, on to Debo and Paulette. It's the battle of the High Elves. The High Elves, two of them at least out of the three that get high. Paulette, he's the shyster. He's made some moves such as picking up quarterbacks, that he didn't want his opponent to use, then trying to offer trades. And it's pretty shysty if you ask me, John. It's pretty fucked up. I think he has a great ability to draft tight end, though, and for that reason, I'm going to pick Paulette in this battle here, and I think Debo's team might end up kind of like this helicopter.
Helicopter coming in.
Yeah, they're going to the cart.
Yeah, that helicopter got royally fucked. Hopefully that doesn't happen to, Debo's team, but we'll see. Anyways, we'll be back after this quick commercial break from one of our sponsors.
A well put together man is said to be a bonnet. It's the type of precision we look for in a bonnet.
Welcome back to Clown News 12, sponsored by GMC, where a well put together man is said to be a bonnet. Let's get on to the next matchup for this week. We've got Shane versus Dave. Now, John, this matchup, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough matchup. They got 3-4 versus 3-4 here. The prophecy says, though, that probably Dave's going to lose this one. That'll knock him down in the, West Dallas division and have COVID Goodell be able to remain at the top there, as well as Antonio Cruz as he tries to climb his way. So my pick is going to be, based on the prophecy, Shane. You don't want to have to pick him, but one of the Carpenter elves here. He could do it. Yeah, I see what you're saying there, Bob. I could see Shane winning that matchup as well. It's a pretty fucked up match, but he could do it. Next, we got Jimmy versus Adam. This is another one where, I think they're both 5-2. Two pretty good teams here, and this goes back to the old adage, of course. Dads are bad. Jimmy's trying to prove that wrong this year, but I'm going to have to pick Adam because of that. Yeah, you're not really wrong that dads are bad. Once again, we're reiterating that. But, I could easily see that happening. Fair enough, and, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Now we go to the matchup of the week. Oh, John, we got a good one here. It's Colburn versus COVID Goodell. Two guys fighting it out for fulfillment of the prophecy. Two of the highest ranked teams in the prophecy, being the four that are left. I don't know if I can see Antonio Cruz making it to the playoffs this year, and frankly, Chad Bonet usually likes to biff it as well. Yeah, I think that Paul Goodell might struggle in this one in picking the correct starters, and because of that, I'm going to have to go with Colburn. I'm going to have to pick Colburn. He improves to 4-4, nice wash of a record, and Paul Goodell, he's going to fall down the mountain here, and he's going to have to start to win big in these coming weeks. You're damn fucking right he is, and we'll see what happens as we muddy the waters here in the kitchen near the end of the year. This is where it heats up. This is where the sauce gets made, hot as hell. If you can't handle it, get the fuck out. That's what they say, and we'll see you next time on Clown News 12. It's your league manager, Paul Goodell. I mean, COVID Goodell. At this point in the season. Forgive me for not being on top of my game as a league manager as much as, I've been battling COVID ever since it hit. It's been a different year, 2020. You know, hard to get toilet paper, hard to meet bitches, it's hard to fuck, to be honest. But I hope you're all enjoying the year and your extra IR spots. And remember, the prophecy must be fulfilled. I nominate you, Bonnie.
Hi. I'm just that guy on the wall, guy in the corner. But I do advise you one thing. Get high. It's the weed that makes me better. And it's the weed that makes me fuck. Get high, guys. It'll do you right.